So I got to tell them first. We need to get the camera a little more. How do I pause this one? We need to get them to turn the camera to the side in the future. All right. So Luke pulls guard here, but he doesn't actually have a grip. And just so we got to tell him, they would make him stand up for this, right? Yeah, they'd make him stand up. Either way. And you really shouldn't. So here we go, Luke. So one thing I want to say, don't lean back to break the grip here. Look how he leans back way too far to break this grip. See, here we go. Once. Yeah, see right there? So he basically leans back to break the grip. That's not a good idea. Whenever you are going to pull guard, make sure you have a hold of them. Even if you want, you can come back here. Let's go back a little bit. All right, it's 10 seconds. I need to get a little bit less than that somewhere. All right, so here we go. So one thing to say, even if here, look, let them grab your wrist, and then you can grab their wrist, and then now you can sit to guard. All right, so you don't want to sit to guard without having a grip of your own. All right, so here you just kind of sit back, and you break the grip, but look, he just lets go, leans back. Now Eric, right, what you should have done this moment, you should have immediately grabbed those feet. You should have been pushing them to the side. You should have been passing the side control. This is a missed opportunity on your part. The moment someone pulls guard, I like to kind of like put my hands right where their feet are going to be. All right, so I think that's an important aspect. So get used to it. If someone pulls guard and you have a hand, the hand should go to the foot. That's what you're going to have to deal with. I see here. And this is the grip you should have had. Like, that's the grip you should have had when you pulled guard, Luke. Steps through. Coming out here. Again, hands on the legs. I like that little push back there. Splits the guard. Comes down the center. Ends up getting the pass. Let's see that again. I like that you're circling. I like that little step in there, right? Is there any way to like slow? I need to get a better player than this. Can anybody recommend a better play to do this? It's right here. That is a 2-on-1 grip. But see, you shouldn't be grabbing it with your hand, Luke. You should actually be holding it with the one hand and hooking the elbow. And then you pull the elbow down. You don't want to get control of it like this. You actually want to hook the elbow as deep as you can and start pulling and like just kind of like put your weight on it. And then you could push the hand into him a little bit. I think that's what you're looking for here in the 2-on-1. So again, Eric, good job. Hand on the knee, starting to split the guard down the center. I like the way you clear the foot here. You're going to make a nice little step. There you go. I like that you step to the side. Go to step your leg in here. Luke, let's see. Right here, you stay a little flat. You should be facing him. Right? Ideally, at this moment, he's passing your guard. And look where you're facing. You're facing this way. I would even say Eric, he should have stepped out here because he's facing this way. So ideally, you guys aren't facing each other. Whoever faces each other first should win this scramble. So when you're passing, remember to face shoulders too. And when you're defending, make sure, I would even say don't put this hand on the floor. Put this hand on him. Use your legs to hip escape. Stop using your hand to hip escape. Getting the knee. See, again, you couldn't get the knee in there because you were flat. Built the base up to his knees. Let's look at that. I like what you did in there, Eric. You kind of grabbed him by the hip. You're looking to flatten him out. That's fine. Knee on belly. That's good as well. Now you're facing him, which is good. Put the knee in there. But see, look. See how you put this knee down? You put that one up? That means you're always... Remember, we've talked about it. If you have one knee down, one knee up, you're always off balance towards the knee that's down. You put this knee down here. He didn't force that. So you put yourself off balance, which is allowing him to get up and grab this leg. Now, Luke, my issue here with you is actually you should be wrapping around this leg. Think single leg, think ankle picks, anything like that. You wouldn't be over it. You'd actually want to reach it and actually get a good grip on that leg. At this moment here, because of the way what you're doing is you're getting him past you and you're getting onto your knees. Ideally, you want to kick this leg, belly down, and you want to grab this leg. You are what I call wrestling up right now. All right, so if you're going to wrestle up, think wrestling concepts. Singles, doubles, body locks. See, in there, you're going to kind of come away. Like you could have been in on the legs there. All right, but now you're on your knees. He's on his feet. He's got the advantage. Realistically, all he has to do is step back and snap your head to the ground. Yeah. See, now you're in total defending. Good. Don't let his hands connect. Don't let his hands connect. Don't let his hands connect, Luke. There you go. Get him over you. Good. Now pop your head up. Pop your head up, Luke. Good job, Eric. There you go. Good. All right, so let's talk about what you did wrong, Eric. All right, so look at where both feet are. You kind of like, you're literally throwing yourself forward in this position. See? So this leg should have been back. So where would I have been? Let's see what I would have done. You come here. 1, 2. Good. Good again. Didn't get that. I like the way you step. I like the way you snap him down a circle. So I would say one of these knees should be next to the knee. So I would take this one and put it right here next to his knee. Or honestly, you could literally just hug right here and throw both hooks in at this moment. All right, that could have happened as well. But what happens is when you stand behind him the way you did, see, you're kind of like bouncy there. There is no weight driving onto Luke right now. All of your weight is actually in both of your own feet. All right, I'm assuming your foot's on the other side. I can't see it, but judging by where your hip is, your literally feet are in the exact same position on both sides. So that means your weight is on you, like you're carrying yourself. And on some level, you have to make them carry you a little bit. Again, good hand fighting Luke, not letting it get closed. I like the little shoulder throw. Again, he was off balance. He took advantage of it in the right mechanic. You should have popped your head up, and I would have actually liked for you to pop your head up through this hole and then drive it on top. Maybe solidify, or either solidify side control because he doesn't have you in half guard yet, or at least flatten him out from half guard, whichever he recovered. Good push here. I like the hand control. Use the pass though. Eric's flat. That's your opportunity. Oh, Eric, butterfly. Again, we talked about one knee up, one knee down. You can't pass away from hook. You can only pass towards a hook. Oh, there you go. Going towards it. Good. I like blocking here. Get your frame on, Eric. Hip escape. No one he was passing. Good job getting your hips past. Now you got to get past. There you go. Elbow in. Good at barrel side control. I like the toes finally hit the ground. Collecting the head. Good frame there, Eric, but don't just slither. You got to bump first. Looking to climb up for an Americana, maybe. Exposing the elbow. Eric's hands coming under. There you go. Good bridge. Get your head out. Get your head out. On top, looking for a guillotine. So let's talk about some options you potentially had here. So I like you. You're working the dump truck here, right? So he's going for that hip heavy side control, the Hibero side control. You're putting the hand here, 1, 2. You got a good frame. You're gonna bump. Boom, very nice. You get the body sliding above you, brother. Really good move there. So now we're gonna come out here. So right here, I would have connected my hands, right? I would have 10-fingered grip it. Again, we want to make sure we have that control, and then I would have worked my head out as well. So you grab the elbow and you work your head out, which again is fine, but you could have had a little more control earlier in this. Now we look like we're setting up a guillotine or a Darce choke. So good. So Luke grabs, nice sprawl, dealing with the leg. All right. So Luke, ideally the one-handed grip here. Are you holding his hand this entire time here? Like, I don't know, Luke, if you could have gotten the single leg from here, because I can't see what this hand is doing of yours. But, like, if I was you here, I would have released his hand and, like, really committed to this wrestling concept again. All right, so you're getting here a few times where you could potentially work a single leg. So I think you need to work that single leg a little bit more. Good job there, Eric. You feel it. You finally sprawl. And this is a good sprawl. Hips heavy, sprawling away. You just got to get that arm back, which he's controlling at the moment. Drags you back in front of him. Here's a perfect time to double up on that leg and scoop it underneath you, Luke. There you go. Now you get the one-on-one. This is a good choice, Eric. You're here for a long time. Hand coming under there would have been prime a little earlier, right? There we go. Now we get the one-on-one. We clear. We pull him into side close guard, right? So now you got to keep it on the side. Don't get flattened out. Maintain that one-on-one grip here. Keep trying to come to the back. Good job, Luke. Clearing your hands. Flatten them back out. Good control in the hand. Good posture. All right, good, good. Hands in. No, no, no. Keep the hands in the armpits or one on the hip. Oop. Does Eric open it up or you open it up on him? Let's see what happens here. So Eric opens his guard. Eric, don't open your guard for no reason. Always have purpose. The fact that it's taking this long means you didn't have a purpose. Nice there. Push it down. Step over the leg. Luke, I would have liked you to immediately step over in a half guard there, right? You got a little greedy. So one here. Eric steps on your hip. You frame it out. You should have just stepped right here. Like your leg shouldn't be up. It should be down. You should have pinched yourself in half guard. Actually, you're in an oddly advanced spot. Oh, so Eric, you actually could have had a guillotine here. Just to let you know. Good hook. Wrap up the neck here. If you would have actually connected your hands with that hook, you actually had a guillotine and the finish. You just didn't know. So you recover. Oh, you get the one over. Still up. There we go. Close guard. Looking to wrap it up here. I can see way too much of the back of his head. You're leaning back way too far. Good job there clearing. One thing from you, Luke. This hand is free. I would have actually liked you to bring it over. Maybe give him a little cross face. Good pressure hand to the ground. Don't know what you're controlling that wrist for yet. Once again, Eric, you opened your guard. You're not doing anything. You didn't open it with purpose. You didn't open it when you had the grips. See, now you have the grips you should have opened your guard for. Looking for the push sweep. No grips. Got the Z guard. Watch your foot. Your foot was vulnerable. Eric, your foot was vulnerable there for a couple of foot locks. Got to watch out for that. Looking for the reverse wrestler pass, Luke. I like it. I like you see you're a little too low on this here. I would have actually liked this elbow, not this elbow, not your left, your right one that's on the ground. I would have liked that to slide back as far as possible. You're a little too close to Eric's hip. So once you land here, slide your shoulder and elbow back, right? So this is your. So I'm saying this is your left arm. So your right shoulder and your right elbow should have slid back and really put a little bit of pressure on Eric here. Good coming into it. Ooh, Eric with the read, the extension. So 1, 2. So normally to do this, 1, 2. So Eric doing a good job of keeping the knee trapped. You grab the bicep here. No, there you go. So normally do this, you have to reach this leg through, but yeah, you grab the bicep, you turn it over. Nice reading. So again, because you were too low, Luke, that's why Eric was able to get that twist off. Your hips were together, and you were kind of like a gyroscope. See how we're trying to control you with the armpit and shoulder here? That's actually what you need to do from the reverse wrestler pass. Getting the arm across, nice. Oop, looking for the Kimura range. Good shoulder, good armpit control, good pushing your head in there the moment he's reaching for that Kimura. Ooh, why did you get caught in this guillotine? Let's look at this. So right here, I mean, I don't know what your right arm is doing, but this one should have been looking for head control. But since it's not there, Luke's able to turn you over and turn this into like almost a mounted guillotine. I appreciate you protecting your neck first. Good. There you go. Nice. Reversed it. Think of Gary's move right now, Luke. Just grab that knee, ready to pop over at the moment he pushes you. And if you push towards him, he's going to drive. You want to get rid of this knee? Hand on it. Pop over it. Ooh, coming the knee slice over. There you go. Get the head control. Armpit. Good. Coming to the smash control. Good keeping him up there, Eric, to recover your legs. So, Luke, you see how you kind of grab the shoulder? I would have reached deeper, and this is one of those moments I would have connected my hands. There's some space for some float passing there, but yeah, it's another day. Double butter. He's in butterfly. Oop, oh, you got to jump with that, right? You can see that jump is just not near. If you're going to do the jump pass, it's called a jump pass. You can't kind of like, step over. So I like that you eventually put your shoulder there. So this leg here should have kicked high as you can, and that should have extended this leg higher. So what happens is you see this leg kind of doesn't go up much. Let's see if we can, see? So this leg here should have actually come up as high as the other leg. So remember, so the first one kicks up high, and then the second one follows it, and then the first one, this leg here, your right leg would have come down first, and then the leg by the head would have come down. So ideally you want to land with this leg first, not this one. Nice keeping the knee in there. Oop, good pushing the good foot there. Gotta get the hip around. That would have been an opportunity to go to the other side, right? Remember, when you hit a wall, go around it. Eric had your hip blocked. That's the time to jump over to the other side. Or figure out how you're going to circle around the other way. I feel your knees are a little too deep sometimes when you half guard, Eric. Let me show you here. See here, I'd actually rather this knee either should be against the hip here or against the hip here. But because there's, what happens is when you put your shin across like this completely, you're using your quad and hamstring. If your knee was against this hip, you would have been using your bone and your bone. But now you're using a muscle. Right? Not as effective. Looking for the body lock pass here. This is good. I mean, the Henzo smash pass. Grab it tight. This hand should have been grabbing your own elbow. Like I like to be like this with this one. Head's on one side, body goes to the other. There you go. Good. Here's your opportunity to shoelace. So what I mean by shoelacing is 1, 2. So again, you're past the legs. The hands are on the hip. Here's where I would drop my hips as heavy as possible, and I would start looking up towards them, bring my head to the other side, and pop my legs to the other side. So head first, legs second. Shoelace. That's why I call it shoelacing, because the head's kind of shoelaces up the body. Coming past and time. All right. Good job, guys. Peace. All right, guys. Any questions? Anything you guys want to see again? Honestly, a fun night of street beef. Some of those fights tonight were pretty sweet. Some good takedowns, some good boxing. Those big dudes were quick. Good stuff. All right, guys. I got work in the morning. Have a great night. Has been a pleasure. Thanks for coming by. Peace. Love you all.